6 too. The 6 being the number for June. Do that with your birthday now. Okay. And then just tell me the number that you've ended up at.
Tell you the number?
Yeah.
3.
Are you a Capricorn?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. When is your actual birthday?
The 20th of the 1st.
20th of the 1st. Okay.
I am technically on a cusp, but mostly Capricorn.
Mostly Capricorn. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, you'd be born on a Sunday then, did you know?
I didn't know that, no.
I mean, double check. I could just be plucking 1 out of 7. You can double check it if you want, right?
Okay.
Yeah, double check. Do the Google, because I'll be pleased if that's actually worked.
Suspense music time.
I know.
Back to the technical difficulties.
It was a Sunday.
Sunday, perfect. And which would mean that in 1885 it would have been a Tuesday. This year your birthday was on a Monday, and you will turn 60 on Friday. Which would again, I could just be plucking those days out of the air. So that would be the 20th of January 1885. That would be a Tuesday. The 20th of January 2020. That was a Monday. And in I mean, if I am right, that you were born in 1885. That was a bit of a guess. I don't mind telling you. 1985, not 1885. You look great for age, if that's the case. But that would have been so 2045, 60 years later. That would be
1885 was a Tuesday.
Come on!
2020 was a Monday also.
Yeah.
Say again? 2020
is a Monday as well.
Yeah. I'm chuffed with that. Yeah. So, with Sherlock being infamous for picking up on the tiniest detail, do you have like a big piece of paper, a pad, something like that?
I do. I have a pad beside me.
Can you get? Most magicians, mentalists have Sharpies. Have you got one? No, God, my word!
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Well, I was actually waiting for the putting 3 of them between your fingers, like.
No, but like most magicians, I find it difficult to find one. So.
Now, here's the real question: is it a real Sharpie? Does it actually work?
Yeah.
Hey, success!
Get her going.
Okay, so with Sherlock being quite infamous for picking up on the tiniest detail in order to solve his cases, crack his codes, that type of thing, right? All I want you to do is we'll show it after, but just for the sake of the camera, I want you just to write down the 4-digit number, whatever you want, but just make sure that it would be big enough that we can see it when we show it in a second.
Right. Yeah.
Done? Good.
Yeah.
So
this is a random number?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
You've not just written 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
No. Or have I?
That'd be boring, mate. And I don't think anybody could ever accuse you of that. So.
Well, then I'll change it.
Anywho, so what I want you to do is to imagine giving it some sort of code. So, let me explain. You know, like when you get the chance to create your own PIN number, type of thing. Most people go for the year they were born, or a particular birthday, or a particular date, or I don't know, a particular time in their life, or meaningful sequence of numbers that mean something particular to them, right? So I know this was random. This is why it's going to be interesting. Well, at least for me anyway. So all I want you to do is to look at your number and come up with some way of describing it using your words, but don't actually tell me what the number is. So, like, you could, if it was my birthday's the 3rd of June. So if it was that, you might go, your number was 0306. You might go birthday. That's how you might describe it using your words. It doesn't have to be one single word. You can describe it however you want.
Alrighty. Does it matter what the words are?
No.
Table year.
Table year. Okay. So, purely statistics, just to get the ball rolling. And you can confirm if you want. You can keep it secret, but I'm going to ask you a question. Answer it however the smeg you want. Statistically speaking, there would be an even distribution between odd numbers and even numbers. Would that be fair to say so far?
That would be fair to say, yes.
Okay. So what I'm thinking then is, given your table year, it would be quite representative of something fairly poignant. The imagery that came to your mind was quite distinct in the way that you chose that, which would represent which colour vibrancy, something that we can achieve some semblance of normalcy in terms of picturing, right? Which and again, this is purely psychological statistics, right? In the same vein that, you know, how I forget the exact translation, but the left-handed, the nature of being left-handed, the derivative of those words comes from it's some sort of Latin prevalence towards evil or awkwardness or oddness, that type of thing. So I think the first number would be an even number in the sequence. Is that right?
That is correct.
Perfect. Okay. Just would it be a 4?
It would be a 4.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Yes, it would.
So from then on, that makes it in terms of, I'm going to go out on a limb in terms of balance, which you yourself, I know, like to, because I know you personally, no secret about that. Known you for many years. You like to live a life of balance in health and prosperity and spirit, and in terms of taking care of yourself, as far as I could describe it, till kingdom come, right? So I think let's do the gun show.
Yeah, continue.
So I think the number itself would have subtly reflected that. So it would go even, odd, even, odd.
It would go even odd. Freudian balance there.
You wrote the number, pal, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's what I think then. I think the last number, I think, to be fair, you could describe it either way in terms of odd or even. It might not even technically be a number because it's a 0. Is that right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So if I've understood the method and practicality that you went through, the number that you wrote down was 4120.
Yes, it was the number that.
Can you do as a reveal?
Yeah. Maybe backwards, but
no, that's well, it might be backwards on the recording, but it's come up fine.
Yeah.
As part of the web series, we're doing, different versions of the Sherlock Holmes stories. We're not doing all of them. We're just doing like a small handful. And since at the end of season 1, we killed me off, we thought
Spoiler alert.
we thought it would be fun to do the our version of the story that brought him back to life. You know, the empty house. So with that in mind, I thought it might be fun to try and create some locked room murder mystery type details between me and you at the minute right now. The locked room mystery being the murder of Mr. Ronald Adair is part of the story. He was found shot dead in a room that was locked from the inside, with no gun, no gunpowder residue, no nothing lying around. So that's the very nature of what's called a locked room mystery. It's based upon a specific set of details. You know, you can only have certain elements based within the room that you're in, so to speak, in which to commit the crime, right? Because it's locked. So you are going to create this story in your head now, as if you were the writer, as if you were Arthur Conan Doyle himself. And it's going to start off with that two polar opposites of choices. You're either going to choose a male or a female, typically from like hundreds of, well, not hundreds, over 100 years ago. They tended to fall into two camps. The males were considered quite strong and domineering and all about the Queen's English and such. And if the female protagonist, as part of it, had committed the crime, she was considered quite cunning and quite devious in order to slip in amongst the big, strong men and do whatever she needed to do to commit whatever crime she was getting. I mean, look at Irene Adler, the most eponymous femme fatale that the canon actually gives us, right? So, in your head now, at the minute, I want you to either think of the word strong if you're going to choose a male, or think of the word, let's go with devious, if you're going to think of a female, right?
Yeah.
Just make that choice now. Now, as the writer, you need to have a good awareness of the words themselves. So do you know how many letters are in that word that you've chosen? I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't. It doesn't matter, that's fine. Just so you've got a bit of a keen awareness of what's going on, right?
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll just, because I'm going to show you a series of cards with which to make choices, we'll consider we'll flip it back. We'll consider women always being right and men as always being the ones that are left over. Okay, so the right would be this side, the left would be this side. Okay, there are a series of characters on this card. Just choose the first one from whichever sex you ended up thinking of. Can you read it?
Yeah. Perfect.
Now, with this being a crime that's based on setting, right? And this doesn't necessarily have to be set over 100 years ago. It can be set nowadays. We're just using that as an inspiration. Obviously, we're doing modern day twists, right?
Cool.
So I'm going to show you a list of job roles. I would just want you to choose whichever job role you feel best suits the character you chose, right? So if it was that you chose me as a character, you might choose ape as the job role, right? Or biker of sorts.
Supermodel.
Oh, you smoothie.
Yeah.
Got one?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then obviously with it being a locked room, you're essentially stuck with what's around you if you're going to commit any kind of a crime, right? So again, these objects will be, you can, and you know, it might be a case of you think it might be there because it's based upon your logical train, or the job role might dictate that it was going to be there, I don't necessarily know the choices that you've made so far, but go with the weapon of choice that you feel would best suit the decisions you've made so far. Fair?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, so the detective's job is to come in and assess all the necessary details. Examine all of the clues and try and put them together in a situation that Scotland Yard tended to struggle with. That's the reason why he was seen as so clever, because he thought in ways that other people didn't. There was that famous saying that, famous if you know the books, I guess. A conjurer gets no credit when once he has revealed his secrets. And if I share with you too much of my methods, you'll see I'm an ordinary man after all. And so what I did was I put together how I might solve the crime in terms of tracking down the particular criminal that you've just come up with in your head, right? In terms of the weapon that he or she may or may not have chosen, right? So again, I've got these here. So the first one I've got is the character. So out of the choice, I mean, I know it's only 6, but it was a free choice, right?
Yeah.
So what character did you end up choosing?
Ms. Adler. Ooh.
And it was the job role next. So what job did you think Mrs. Adler was best suited to?
I thought she was a businesswoman. Ooh.
And finally then, the coup de grace, as it were, the weapon of choice. It wouldn't happen to have been a letter opener.
It was, and I thought I went old school to throw you, because who the fuck has a letter opener these days? But
I
yeah, you didn't see
did.
women with letter openers.
No.
Maybe that's
That's it. The devious Miss Collins. This other thing that we're about to try. Let me just clear my mess up. Revolves around memory.
Okay.
And I'll tell you straight. I've done this. I've done this routine live with people. Excuse me. I've never tried it like this ever. So
Okay.
it's either going to work or it's not.
Perfect.
That type of thing, right? So
Right.
just to start, like again, like if you know any particular shuffle you would like me to do, I will do it. I sound like a magical stripper, don't I? Yeah. Anything you want me to do, I will do.
There's an idea for children's parties.
I know, right?
Awesome.
See where I blow up balloon animals from. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Awesome.
Are you happy? Do you want me to do any cuts or?
Yeah, sure. Give them one cut.
One cut. So.
Yeah. Done.
Cool. So I'm counting on the fact that I have big hands because I'm going to try and dribble the cards without looking and not drop any. Right?
All right.
Because I am big, fat, not a card guy. It's embarrassing. It really is. You see all these crazy kids on YouTube going and doing all this. They have cards in their hands. Obviously, they're not doing this on camera. that would look weird. So I'll come a bit closer so you can see.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that, and I tell you what. Let's get rid of them. I just want you to call out stop like you would if you were actually here.
Okay.
Stop. Happy here?
Yep.
Let me just creep my neck. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Brilliant. And just for the sake of this camera, I'll do a very fair shuffle. Like that. Because I don't really care about the suit, just the value.
Right.
Just the value. If you need to write it down, do so. because you're going to make a couple of decisions that's based off that value. But it's up to you. And it's
Nope. I'll do it. Yep. Just in case. Even the best of us crumbled under pressure. So
absolutely, mate.
I'm gonna write it down somewhere. Here we go. Nope. Here we go. All right.
Perfect. One sec. I'm just turning these. Some went face down, some went face up when I did that, so I'm just turning the other way around. So you've written down your value.
Yes.
Perfect. So
it's very
now...
topical on the bottle of alcohol.
If that's not a scathing retort on lockdown that he's drinking lens fluid, I don't know what is. That is lens fluid, right?
No, this is alcohol actually, like for like hands and surfaces to like disinfect.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
It's in a similar bottle that I would have for cleaning my glasses.
Oh, right. Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do with the value, right?
Yes.
If that value that you've just written down is a number, I want you to change to a picture. If that value that you just wrote down was a picture, change it to a number.
Done.
Okay, and so let's go from there. If you are now on an odd number, change it to an even change it to an odd. If you're on a male picture, change it to a female. Fair?
Yep.
Perfect. So now we've got two values. One that you started with,
okay,
and one that you necessarily didn't know you were going to be thinking about in the end.
Of course.
Okay. If you need to write down the other one as well, do so. If you don't, then don't. I don't really mind either way, to be fair.
No, just to be fair.
Perfect. So now I'm going to have to come in really close so I can see, because this is going to revolve around your deck.
Oh, okay. Got him.
And again, are all 52 there, by the way?
Yes.
Perfect. Do you want to give them a shuffle at all?
I'll do the same.
I was waiting for you to start breaking out some of this fancy nonsense.
Well, I can, but like...
And it's at that point that Ben decided to stop recording and go away. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to spread the cards nice and slowly so I get a clear view of each one.
Of course.
Do your best not to change the order as you spread them, just because I'm going to be trying to memorize them as we go.
Are they in reverse for you too, or just for me?
So no, I can see that that's a 3.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Because on my screen they are in reverse. Perfect.
Got you. Stop there, man.
Here or
take the 9 back. I'm just going. I'm reviewing.
Okay.
Right. Okay, go.
Maybe I should have taken more recognizable cards than these.
That's it. Okay. Right. Go through it again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, because I missed a few of them. I don't mind telling you. I missed quite a few. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Right. Right. Let's try this then. So it's important now that you don't change the. Oh, sorry, my face is right in that camera. Don't change the order of the cards at all. Now, what I want you to do is to. Do you remember the first value that you saw before you made all the other decisions?
Yes.
Okay. What was that? What was the value?
The value was. You mean the number? The number.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Was it number 4?
Yeah.
Right. What was the one you ended up with? What was the one you ended up with after?
A queen.
Queen. Okay, so let's try this then. When you spread through,
Okay.
I want you to not just so you don't change the order. Just push the specific number out that I tell you to. So you end up with a few cards sticking out. Right. Okay.
Towards the camera or?
No.
Okay.
Hold it. I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't particularly care. At this stage, we'll see at this. So, let's try with the queens first.
Okay.
So let's. I want you to push up the push up the 5th card.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then the 20th.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
And then the 30th.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
And then the 48. 48th. Let's 49th. 49th.
So this is 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. So these 4 cards, yeah.
Hopefully,
Okay.
that should be the 4 queens.
I don't even know, but let's take a look. Yeah, Queen of Spades, Queen of Clubs, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds.
Ah, brilliant.
Well done.
Brilliant. So that was that. Yeah. I like that. Golf claps. Nice putt. Thanks very much. Okay. So beautiful. What we need to do to finish this evening's festivities is I tried to do something that involves everybody to a certain degree, right? With the cards at the start, Amir's already had a go of this himself. I'm putting that sentence out there to influence your decision that you're about to make. So, as a team of 6 people, not including me, you're going to nominate somebody, and it's directly to do with this one here, right? This one's for later. That's for an after party. You don't want to be involved in that. So again, you guys can decide on Amir as your pledge, or you can decide on anybody else. But whatever you decide will be your final decision. You won't get an opportunity to change your mind.
No, I don't want to. No. I want someone else to experience. Oh, this is amazing.
I think that Lily hasn't done anything yet.
Okay.
I think that Lily should do it. That's
yes, Lily, go for it.
So when you're looking at versions of Sherlock, you ask, anybody, mostly nerds, did it work? Am I here?
You're here and you're white now, which is good. I think white or green is the colours we're after. Kathy's here. Well, a name is here.
I'm here.
Hooray!
Hey! Say again?
I said, at least we're working today. I don't know what happened yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Well, shit happens, mate, don't it? Do you know what I mean?
Right. Do I need to speak to you on the phone and watch the laptop, or what?
Well, it's just so long as you've got access to one. So, because just to clue you in before we start it, I've password protected a YouTube video. I've put it in. I've put a link in the chat part of this conversation thing. I'm still not entirely sure how it works. If it's going to work at all, the technical difficulties haven't instilled confidence within me. So let's try this one with Kathy first, if we may. Do you have your phone to hand?
Yep.
Perfect. So you see the link that I've just put in the chat. Can you open that up on your internet, whatever it is, on Safari or whatever, Google? I don't know. Whatever you've got to work with. And then just let us know when you've done that. So I've been thinking with this, right? With deduction, the deductionist, we should be able to figure out anything, really, whether it's someone's proclivity to commit a crime, what they're going to think of, what they like, what they don't, that type of thing, that type of real hot-on details about them. So I thought we'd challenge a particularly difficult topic to answer, considering people's tastes change. The reason I asked you to keep your phone close to you is because I need you to open a website for me. It's nothing dodgy. I don't want you to go to Pornhub or anything like that. So I'll tell you the website.
Yeah.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Yep.
It will be www.
Yeah.
Secure my video.
Secure my video. Secure my video. Helps if you can spell. Yeah.
.com /
Yeah.
Ben Cardall, but with a capital B. And my surname is spelled Cardall.
Is that a normal C? Small C, is it?
Yeah, normal C.
Okay, go.
And it should come to.
It comes up a secure video, and then it's got your name.
Cool.
And a
it
password.
should give you a place to ask for a password. Now,
yeah,
it's essentially a password protected video that we're going to get to in a second. Just so you know, there's not 8 billion passwords that'll take you to 8 billion different versions.
Yeah.
This right here. This is the password.
All right. Okay.
So I've got 2 cameras on. So
yeah.
I'm going to show them as well. I'll just so you know, it's in full view. I can't change it or do anything like that.
I'm with you.
This revolves around sort of an argument I tend to have with a lot of Sherlock Holmes fans, nerds, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Who is the best incarnation? And it sort of falls down into 2 camps. It's largely the versions of Sherlock, where the character's name is Sherlock, but people do different versions of him, that type of thing. And then you've got the versions that are sort of based on Sherlock, that sort of solitary detective who's far too clever for his own good, that plays by his own rules and does this, that, and the other. There are hundreds. There are hundreds, right? I haven't got that many ready. I've just got a handful of photographs from the really popular ones out of each camp. And these are some of the most popular ones from each camp, given that there are hundreds from each, right? So I didn't want to go through that many. It'd take forever, right?
Fair enough.
So we've got this guy, Sir Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
From Mr. Holmes. You got Basil Rathbone.
Yeah.
From the Hammer horror series of films. You've got Jeremy Brett from the ITV series. You've got Tony Stark. Sorry, Robert Downey Jr. Then you've got Douglas Wilmer, started from the BBC Radio stuff.
Okay.
Then you've got Peter Cushing,
Of course.
from the films again, and that's my tattoo. That's actually of that's of Peter Cushing. And you've got the really modern versions. So you've got Johnny Lee Miller, from Elementary, and of course BC himself, Captain Cheekbones,
Mr. Cumberbatch.
Mr. Cumbersnatch. These are from the other camps, right? So you've got Sean Spencer from the TV show Psych. You've got Patrick Jane from the show The Mentalist. You got that guy, who everyone seems to know. The lesser-known Detective Pikachu, borrowing from the Dear Stalker himself. Then you've got, there's two there. House MD. Basil the Great Mouse Detective. Luther. And Monk. Now, this isn't about what you think my personal favourite is or what you think should be everyone's favourite. This is about your decision and what you feel is the best, most interesting character out of all of them. It may be that you don't know all of them. It may be that you know all of them and have a personal favourite anyway. It might be just that you know one or two, and that's your small batch to choose from. So, who's your favourite?
Out of all of them, out of those ones that you showed me?
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch. I think my favourite, I mean, I know you know anyway, but
Yeah.
that's not the one. I mean, if you want to go for that, but make sure it's yours. Your favourite, right?
Well, my favourite is Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Any particular reason?
He was probably the first time that I properly got into Sherlock. He sort of introduced me to it, in a way.
Any particular reason? Or is it just because he's insanely pretty?
He's that, and he just played the character really well. Like, it was brilliant.
I didn't know if you wanted me to tell you or not. I'm going to go with Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Downey Jr.
Any particular reason?
Is
Is it because he's Iron Man?
No, I just enjoyed the films.
Fair enough. Essentially, is there anyone that sticks out to you more than any other?
Out of any of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, the last one. That is it a cat?
Oh,
the other ones. Yeah, that one.
This guy, Basil the Great Mouse Detective.
That's it. That one just stuck out in my head.
Did you watch the film as a kid?
I haven't.
It's a brilliant.
I didn't watch
film.
a lot of Tally as a kid.
That's fair enough. I'll give you. It's a brilliant film. It's like a Disney sort of reworking of Sherlock. It's called Basil, based upon the Basil Rathbone actor that played him during the Hammer horror films. Now, happy that was a fair choice.
Yeah.
So all I want you to do is to choose your favourite version. And again, this is your favourite. This isn't who you think my favourite is or who you think Sherlock fans would vote. Probably going to go with The Mouse Detective at this stage, which is fair because that's an awesome film. Although I do think they missed a trick in calling the villain Ratty Arty as opposed to Rattigan. I think that was a valuable step missed. But other than that, an awesome film. So you can choose that if you want, right? I'm trying to overstate the obvious. The important thing is that it's your choice and nothing more. You can see that the password has been in full view throughout. That's magic with a capital M, lowercase rest of the other letters. So the password, rather ingeniously, I feel, is magic.
Magic.
Is that, and it should take you to a YouTube video on your phone. It should take you to a YouTube video.
Yeah, it does. Oh, tap to unmute. Do you want me to show you, put this to the camera?
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
what?
if you could watch it at the same time, like if you can do something like that, show us and stuff. And it should take you to a YouTube video. When you hit enter and...
Yeah, it's loading up now.
Okay.
Oh, it's you.
Keeps like, you can't see that, doing that.
Do you want to try it on yours, Liam?
I am just doing that.
Wait for my mega fast broadband.
I mean, it might not work, you know. Technical difficulties and that.
It's one of those things that turns out to be a potentially difficult choice because everyone's got their own sort of unique flavour, and then that's going to appeal to different sensibilities, different likes, different tastes. But I really feel that with you particularly.
Oh, it's got to be my favourite one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it could be that you don't have a particular favourite one out of that list. It could be that it's something else. But I'm sort of putting you in a corner of this list. So much like we did with the whole dog-cat scenario, this would be a gun to your head if you had to choose.
Yeah, I can't say his name. You know I can't say his name. You say it for me.
Bendy what? Benedict, really?
I can't do it. It just won't come out of my
I'm
mouth.
surprised that that's your favourite.
I really enjoyed that series. I love that. I thought it was brilliant.
More than Basil the Mouse?
Yeah, more than Basil the Mouse.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair, bold. And just, it's something that I came across, if you're ever struggling with his name, if you keep the number of syllables correct, and just say B and C, you can put anything else afterwards and people will know exactly who you're on about.
No way.
Like Bendy Splat Crimpledoom.
Okay, I'll practice so.
You can, like, it's the... Broady Door Cricket Patch.
It still works.
Yeah,
it actually does.
Right, so... it's
Well, after all.
it still works, right? So here it is. The password, ingeniously,
Okay.
magic, but with a capital M.
Okay, so I'm allowed to put that in, yeah?
Yeah, and just to qualify, Amir, is that still the same password?
Yes, that is the same password.
No way. Oh.
It's one of those things that turns out to be a potentially difficult choice because everyone's got their own sort of...
Oh, it's me! Pretending like I don't know. How's that acting?
And then that's going to appeal to different sensibilities, different likes, different tastes. But I really feel that with you particularly, this will be your favourite.
A few of the because I've been posting a lot of the Reacts videos.
Yeah.
Just because I've got a lot of time on my hands now.
Don't we all?
Yeah. And a couple of the questions that... Sorry. Shit this out of the way. I'm trying not to go full Burt Reynolds and give it some of the...
I thought it just meant keep a tash. Pressed off on it.
So, it's been sort of like, how do I train? You know, that's a couple of the questions that I got. Not like how do I train, but how do people at home train, and how do you keep your mind active? How do you trained for the whole deductionist skill set type of thing, you know. And so I thought we would try some of the things that I do to keep my mind active, but I thought I would try them all at once.
That sounds like a clusterfuck of an idea. Not in an offensive way, but
well, no. Let's be fair. That's
brainstorm what's
precisely
easier.
what it is. Yeah, that's precisely what it is. So what I got right is a couple of I don't know. Can you see that? A couple of Rubik's cubes.
I can see your cubes.
I'll get my cubes out for you.
He's not joking.
And there is a point to the bag. I'll get to that in a sec. And then
if it goes over your head now and I'm watching a snuff video instead. Oh.
Well, you know, if it doesn't work, nice to end on a big finish, right?
Exactly.
And so we can tell everybody that I told you to prepare a list of 20 objects written down.
Oh, lost you.
Am I back?
You're back. You're back.
Perfect. So I told you to prepare a list of 20 objects just written down.
I have them here.
Amazing.
You.
And so here's how it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and solve one Rubik's Cube whilst you were calling out those objects as I memorize them. And then the other one, I'm going to try and solve blindfolded and do a magic square at the same time.
Better you than me.
That's the point of the bag, so I can still be blindfolded and have the use of my eyes, right? Because if I was trying to do the magic square blindfolded properly, my writing would look like a drunk doctor's. You know? One final thing.
4120.
I'll show you. It's got dog hair on it. Involves this.
Cool.
My own Sharpie. And I'm having to hold them because they'll fall out if I don't.
Cool.
So here's what we're going to do, right?
Yours is bigger.
Huh? Size doesn't matter, mate. Don't move on to the next one until I tell you.
Cool. Are you ready?
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to listen to you call them out, and then we're going to go from there.
Cool. Okay. Number 1, bread.
Was that bread or red?
Yeah, bread.
Bread.
1 is Seat, as in the car, like it's Seat Leon.
Oh, the Seat car, yeah.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, torch.
2 is goat.
Number 3, glove.
3 is melon.
Number 4, phone.
4 is metal.
Number 5, remote control.
5 is glass.
Number 6, knife.
6 is seal.
Number 7, chair.
7 is handcuffs.
Number 8, scissors.
8 is school.
Number 9, purse.
Yep.
9 is roller.
10, shirt.
10 is sheep.
Number 11, pencil.
11 is napkins.
Number 12, lipstick.
Right.
12 is washer.
Number 13, toilet roll.
Right.
13 is authority.
Thought it'd be relative. I'm using right now.
He's actually on the loo. Yeah.
Number number 14, collar.
Right.
14 is walking stick.
Yeah.
Number 5. Number 15, cards.
15 is eraser.
Number 16, rolling pin.
16 is basin.
Yeah.
Number 17, hard drive.
Right.
17 is bathroom.
Yeah.
Number 18, can opener.
18 is game.
Number 19, cup.
Yep.
19 is Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Number 20, hat.
And 20 is tail.
Cool. Right. So let me get cracking with this, and at any point, tick off the numbers that you say, so you don't end up saying the same number twice. But call them out in any order you like, and I will try, and give you the object that was at that number.
4.
Metal.
Yes. 15
was eraser.
Yep. 2
that was an animal. Don't tell me. That was a goat.
Yes. 8
School.
Yep. 13
is authority.
19
is a Christmas tree.
Yes. 16
basin.
Yep. 6
sail.
Yep. 7
incidentally.
Boom. Doesn't matter, you did it.
Handcuffs.
Yes.
Okay. Let's stop right there. Let's try this, right? So what would I want to hang my other hand, sorry. So if we call I'll back off a bit so you can see a little better maybe. If we call column 1 the words from 1 to 10 and column 2 the words from 11 to 20, would you just, do you want column 1 or column 2?
1.
So would you just, and I'm going to sound like a right dick, but would you just make sure that you count every letter in the words, but make sure it's spot on?
Add them all up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't tell me. Whatever you do, just remember it.
Right.
I'm not done yet. Hang on. So, what I could name any number between 1 and 20.
6.
Knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
17 is hard drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 15.
Would be cards.
It is. Number 11.
No.
Pencil. Was number 11.
Pencil.
13.
Toilet roll.
Yep. That's dead childish.
Why break from tradition, mate? We're both grown-up kids. That's all we are.
I was just communicating. That's how I do it. Oh. 7.
Who?
7.
7. Chair?
Yeah. Number 12.
Lipstick.
Yeah. Nice one. Number 2.
Torch.
Yes, it was.
Incidentally.
Yes. Nice one.
Okay, so just to break for it from there.
Okay.
If we call column 1 objects 1 to 10, column 2 objects 11 to 20.
Okay.
Which do you want, column 1 or column 2?
Column 1.
Column 1. Okay. Right. So here's what I want you to do: is to tot up the number of letters in. I've got to do this on my left hand now as well. Tot up the number of letters in column 1.
Okay.
But don't tell me how many.
All right. Okay.
If you need to double check it with a calculator, do. I'm not querying that you can't do simple maths. This needs to be spot on.
It's not, unfortunately, it's not math, it's my writing. I've had to start again.
Okay.
Right, I've counted them up, but do you want me to double check if it has to
Yeah.
be?
Yeah. It should, if memory serves, be a number in the 60s thereabout. Is that not right?
No, that's right.
Right. Okay. I think I'm 2 moves away. Oh no!
Yeah.
I'd done it.
Oh
Like,
yes.
That's why I stopped, because I wasn't sure if I was done or not. So here's what I did.
100% of it. Nice one.
While we were doing that as well, what was the number? Was it 61 perchance?
Yeah.
So here's what I did at the same time, right? You might need a calculator.
Okay, hold
on. If we add 41 and 1, we get 42. Add 12 to that, we get 54. Add 7, we get 61.
Yep.
11 and 8, we get 19.
No.
Add 42, we get 61. 5, 10, 3 and 43 is 61. 4, 42, 6 and 9 is 61. 4, 11, 5 and 4 is 61. 1, 8, 60 and 42 is 61. 12, 43 is 6 is 61. 7, 2, 43 and 9 is 61. In fact, if you take 12, 7, 40 and 2, that makes 61. If you take these 4, 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 that makes 61. If you took this one, this one, this one, and this one, that makes 61 as well. All in all, there's about 60-something different combinations of 61, 2, 3.
That's quite impressive, sir.
But, right, so let me get my Sharpie. What was the number of letters?
53.
53. So when you get 33, 1, 12 and 7, 33 and 1 is 34. Add a 44, 46, 7, 53. 11, 8. Oh, I didn't put a number in there. Let's go that one. 11, 8, 32. So it's 42. And 11 is 53. 15. 10 and 5 is 15, 3 is 18, 35 is 53, 4, 34, and 6 and 9 is 15, is 54. So you got 54 that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. So if you go 33, 11, 5 and 4, that gets 53. 1, 8, 10, 34, that gets 53. 12, 32, 3 and 6, that gets 33. 7, 2, 35 and 9, that also gets 53. Wait, it gets nerdier. If you use 12, 7, 32, that gets 33. If you get these 4, that gets 33. If you get these 4, that gets 33. If you get these 4, that gets, I'm saying 33, it's actually 53. But if you get 8, 32, 10 and 3 in the middle, that gets you 53. If you take the corners, that gets you 53. If you take these 4, these 4, these 4, these 4, that gets you 53. All in all, there's about 60 or 70 different versions that you can make 53 from this, which is the total number of letters of the random order column thing that you just called out. Oh, son! all at the same time.
You need to get out of isolation now.
Yeah. I've seen that done, but never done whilst people are doing anything other than focusing on what. So that's like super impressive.
Thanks. So yeah, that's how I try and stay sharp during lockdown.
Try.
Wait a minute, I'm just gonna. Do I want to stop the recording?
You see yourself?
You can see it, but we can't hear anything.
Oh, right.
So we thought we'd be proactive and get a good start, and we got a lot of footage, and we were prepared, and it was looking good for summer. And Corona had other ideas.
Oh.
So we thought we would try and keep it going this way to try and see if some of the things that we've got planned will work. Because I will shit you not, they might not. What's that? What's that clip
And
from?
there's Robert Downey Jr.
There he is.
Feel that with you particularly.
Justin, 67 natural courses.
Right. We'll start with the writing prompt.
Yes.
And it's a lot of people's favourite, right? For good reason. It's an incredible version that brings the canon to life in a modern day way, right? Let's not forget. Game is on.
Nice. Son of a gun.
Justin, 67 natural courses.
We'll start with the writing prompt.
Perfect. I mean, the video's another 30 seconds long. You can leave it to go if you want, but I think everyone gets the idea, right? And the reason I'm holding this up is just for an extra kick. I was really hoping that you'd say Lily.
Oh, no way. Very good. Really, really good.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm just going to stop the recording.
I'm not sure if you can play this audio since you are recording a video from the other side. I guess you can, but like how but like the feeling that I got when actually I saw Patrick Jane on the screen, it's so, so amazing, man. Wow, well done. I'm really genuinely impressed, and I cannot stop laughing and smiling, so thank you. It's an amazing experience. Wow.
There is an idea of a plan. And if your emotional qualities are too antagonistic to clear reasoning, then that plan can make you blind to the truth. You need to eliminate the impossible, and whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. And that's the truth of the lesson. The final lesson.
Where we are, dude?
We're at Undershore.
Oh my god.
We're at Undershore. You seen that the tangle takes place in the kingdom of Corona?
And she's isolated.
Yeah!
Ridiculous. Redonkulous. Ridiculous. Ben Cardall. Network bandwidth is low. Now, it's just you. Hello, everyone. Hello, Ben.